The City of Johannesburg has been on a drive to collect unpaid rates and service bills from indebted ratepayers at JMPD roadblocks. This as part of the city's drive to recoup the 48 billion rand owed to it by residents as well as business. We're now joined for an update on this drive by Malope Ramagaga, City of Johannesburg Group Head of Revenue. Thank you very much, sir, for your time this afternoon. Perhaps let's start with an update in terms of how the drive is faring, more so at roadblocks.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to your listeners as well. The roadblocks has been successful, and we've had positive feedbacks from our customers that have been engaging with us in those roadblocks. There are lots of customers that are happy with it, that we are bringing the service to them. Remember that with these roadblocks with JMPD, we are just maximizing the time that JMPD has created roadblocks, and we are coming in as a City of Johannesburg as an open day as we are giving pay points to our residents, but also allowing them to engage with us on the issue of queries that they might have on their billing, with issues of estimated readings that they are having. To date, it has been a success. Yes, as you are all aware, that there will be some customers that get irritated of lending, of waiting while there's roadblocks in between. But in essence, we are happy with the roadblocks to date.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure. The last time we spoke to the City of Johannesburg, we got feedback from some of our viewers who actually wanted to know about legalities. So should they come across this roadblock and the City of Johannesburg is there, are you compelled to engage, or can you simply say you are not interested, you will visit the offices, or you'll go online?
You are not compelled to pay at an open day where Johannesburg JMPD has made roadblocks. You are not compelled. It's a choice really. If you do not want to talk to us, if you have no road refreshments, you are more than welcome to just pass.
When it comes to what perhaps ratepayers need to know on the part of the City of Johannesburg, let's say Dudu is owing the City of Johannesburg X amount, and the City of Johannesburg is trying to recoup those monies if it's not at a roadblock. How does it work? Perhaps you can explain step by step to our viewers in terms of how it then works, what other avenues are open to the city to recoup the monies.
Yeah. We normally do what we call open days on weekends for customers that are unable to engage with the City of Johannesburg during the week. We just had one on open day in Roadblock about a few weeks ago, where customers can engage. But we also, on our Zenzele, we call it eJoburg and e-services platforms on our website. If you go in there, you will be able to read, or at least to receive your bill. You will be able to pay online the services that you owe for the City of Johannesburg. Except that we have a number of media channels that we are using. We are using a force link for City Power. We are using the eJoburg, and then we also have the call center. We are also having about 7 main regional offices in all the 7 regions of the City of Johannesburg, and we also have sub-offices in those regions trying to come closer to the customer. They can either use the call center, they can use the WhatsApp. We also have WhatsApp with our councillors that we use regularly to inform them of all the changes and what is coming. They can also use that to make contact with us.
For customers who...
And lately...
Please finish your thought. And lately?
Lately, we've started sending our statements using SMS. That customers are now starting to get their statement with an SMS link. When you open an SMS, it gets you a link to where you can view your account. And as you do that, you'll have an option where you can even pay your account just online. And for those customers that when we do meter readings, they find it difficult, or at the time when we do meter readings, they are not at home, there is what we call Joburg, where they can register and they will be able to send us their meter reading so that the bills that they receive are actual and quality bills. Thank you.
Okay, and so perhaps let's stay with that, because when you take a look at some of the disputes that you have, what is it in relation to in the main? Because some customers have queries, as you mentioned.
Yeah. The biggest queries that we have really is on estimated readings, where customers are disputing that the bill is wrong. The bill is wrong because the meter readings that are there are estimated, or the bill is wrong because the meter that is on their bill, on their statement, is different from the meter that is in their property. Those are really the two main reasons why customer query, or the biggest queries that we are having. From time to time, just because we just concluded a general valuation role for this financial year, we're now having queries on customers that are saying that our properties are just valued way higher than what we believe it's supposed to be. Those are the three main queries that we have. From there, it's about services. You know that the burst pipes, the load shedding, the outages, those are then the queries that are not billing related, but they are service related.
Okay. You mentioned that the collection drive at Roadblocks is successful. How much have you managed to recoup?
The last roadblock, I think that we had, we collected over 100,000 only on the services side, not on the JMPD. And the JMPD, they recoup way far more than what we have done. Remember, on our side, it's really a choice for the customer to say, am I willing or am I not willing? Yes.
Mr. Ramagaga, when it comes to perhaps debt that is owed, let's say, by Mbali, if it is X amount, let's say it's 7 Rand, and Mbali can only afford to pay the city 1 cent every month, when you make the arrangement, does the city want the entire lump sum, or is there appetite to actually say, okay, so for the past 8 months, Mbali has been paying consistently, and so let's see how we can work around this with that particular person? Or is the drive so aggressive that residents are not able to breathe because the city of Johannesburg is saying pay without an understanding, or maybe looking at how consistent certain individuals or businesses are?
And thanks for that question. Our policy is clear. We have a debt agreement. In the debt agreement, depending on the type of a customer that you are, you just mentioned that for those customers that could have a rear debt, but they are paying monthly, we look at how their consistency of payments. And when we see that customers that they are consistent in their payment, even though they have a rear debt, we at times look at about 10% deposit, a lump sum that they should pay, and we look at a favorable a payment period. We can say 24 months to about 60 months, depending on what type of a customer you are. And including for businesses, yes, we have a drive. We have the drive to collect, but we also understand that the way things are right now, financially, everybody's struggling, and we understand that. But there are people that would take advantage of the situation. And for those, we normally will want the bank statement for us to see. If our businesses, we would like to also to look at their audited financials to see that we are getting at least what we deserve. The highest that we have been really gone up as a deposit that we required was 50% upfront, and then 24 months that we give our customers. But depending on what type of a customer you are, we look at favorable payment period for you.
Thank you very
so
much.
It's not like we do not think, we do not understand that our customers are also going through the most right now.
Thank you very much for your time, sir, this afternoon. Malope Ramagaga, City of Johannesburg Group Head of Revenue.